See, a matrix is when you write some numbers like this in these brackets.
Yes.
Do you know about that? You understood it?
Yes.
Okay. So then I want to do the easy part, but do you know how to do this subtraction?
Yes.
So you do 2 minus
2 minus 0,
0.
3 minus 3, 4 minus 3.
Okay. Can we add these two?
No,
No.
because they are not right.
It's called order. The order is not
Same order.
Yeah, the order is not same. All right. Then like these questions where they give like an equation.
So I didn't know.
So this is how. So 5 minus 1 equal to 4. It's already an equation like 5 minus 1 is 4. But the question is they want you to find x and y. Okay. So what equation can we make using the thing here? 2 minus 2 minus x minus 1 equal to 7. Tell me the next equation.
1 minus 1 minus 3.
No, minus 1 minus
1.
2. No. The matching with minus 1 is the 2.
You want to say subtracted by 5.
See, minus 1, 2, and this. This is all matching.
Oh.
So, let us tell me the equation now. Minus 1.
Minus 1 minus 4 equal to minus 3.
That's already 2. Minus 1 minus 2 is equal to minus 3. So we don't need this. What we need is the next one. Tell me the next one.
Y minus 1 minus 3 is equal to 2.
Yes. So these are the two equations that we need. So from this linear equation, we can find x. And from the next equation, we can find y. So here, if you're finding x, what will this be? So 2 minus, remove the bracket, x plus 1. Because the minus is outside the bracket and this minus. So minus into minus will become plus is equal to 7. The 2 plus 1.
X plus 3 is equal to 7.
Minus x. Minus x is remaining as it is. And this is 2 plus 1, which is 3. So 3 minus x is equal to 7. Now we need to find x. So minus x is equal to 7 minus 3. Linear equations. Okay. So minus x is equal to 4. That means x is equal to minus 4. Because minus x is 4. So x will be minus 4. Then same thing for y. So y minus 1
plus 3 is equal to 2.
plus 2.
Equal to 2. So y is equal to 2 minus 2. Minus 0.
So we got x and y. Okay. Basically matching each element correctly.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. Here you have something called transpose. MT, that is transpose. Okay, what is M transpose? So M is 5 minus 3 minus 2 and 4. So M transpose means you interchange the rows and the columns. So 5 minus 3, we will write it as a column. 5 minus 3.
Oh.
And minus 2, 4 we'll write it here. Minus 2. So you're just interchanging the rows and the columns. This is transpose. Yes. Keep it straight now. Come sit. Do you know what's M transpose, Leo? Transpose. I was just revising because he was not there. You also not there, no? Starting part. I was just doing the revision quickly. M is 5 minus 3 minus 2, 4. M transpose means you interchange the rows and the columns. So here the first row is 5 minus 3. You write it as 5 minus 3 like as a column. Second row is minus 2, 4. So we will write it as a second column, minus 2. Here?
Yeah.
One more example. Suppose A is 5, 3, 7, 2, 6, 1. A transpose, what will it be? Yeah, 5, 3, 7, you write downwards. And then here, 2, 6. Got it? So you're just interchanging the rows and columns, that is transpose. Then you have another matrix I called the identity matrix. Now, identity matrix will always be a square matrix. Square matrix means what, Beryl? What's a square matrix? Yeah, equal number of rows and columns. So 2 rows means 2 columns. Only then it will be the shape of a square, no? Here, is this a square matrix here, A? No, it's not square because there are how many rows? Rows. How many rows? 2 rows. And how many columns? 3 columns. So this is not a square matrix, right? Okay, so now identity matrix will always be a square matrix in which the leading diagonal, these numbers are called leading diagonal. The leading diagonal will be 1 and the remaining numbers will be 0. That is called an identity matrix, or it's also called a unit matrix. How will an identity matrix of size 3 rows and 3 columns be? 3 rows, 3 columns are written like this. 3, we don't read this as into, we read this as 3 by 3. Okay, so 3 rows and 3 columns. So the leading diagonal, that is this numbers, these numbers will be 1. Everything else will be 0. So 1, 1, 1. Everywhere else? Clear what's an identity matrix? Okay. So this is mostly what is there in this first part of this chapter. After this, we will go into multiplication. You all just write this much down. M transpose, A transpose, and what is an identity matrix? Yeah. Yeah, write this much. Okay, let's take 2 matrices. Matrix A, 2, 3, 1, 4. Matrix B, 2, 4, minus 1, 3, 0, 6. Okay. Now, when we're multiplying, we're going to multiply these 2 matrices, A multiplied with B. When you're multiplying 2 matrices, there's a condition that you have to first check. The condition is, first you figure out their order. Now, what is the order of matrix A? It's a 2 by 2 matrix. 2 by 2 means 2 rows and 2 columns, right? What is the order of matrix B? 2 by 3. That means 2 rows and 3 columns. Okay. Now, after writing this one down, you need to see if these 2 numbers are the same. That is, the columns in the first matrix should be equal to the rows in the second matrix. If they are equal, only then we can multiply the 2 matrices. That is the first condition. That's the only condition. Okay, if this condition is not met, you cannot multiply. Is everyone clear of this first condition? Any doubt? The columns of the first matrix should be equal to the rows of the second matrix. How many columns does matrix A have? 2 columns. How many rows does second matrix have? 2. So that's equal, right? 2 and 2. So that when we can multiply. That's it. Okay. All right. Now, these 2 numbers here, this 2 and 3, that will be the order of the resultant matrix. The answer that we're going to get, no? The answer that we're going to get will be of the order 2 by 3. That means that there will be 2 rows and 3 columns. The answer. Is it clear? Yeah. So once again, you have to first write the order of both the matrices. Okay. And then these 2 numbers should match. The columns here and the rows here should match. And the answer that you're going to get will be of the order 2 by 3. The rows of the first and the columns of the second. So it's going to look something like this with 2 rows and 3 columns. Is that much clear? Okay. Now, in a matrix like this, each position, see there are 4 positions here, correct? I mean, not 4, 6 positions here, 6 values. Each of them, we're going to number them. Like this first one is in the first row, first column. So we'll call it 1, 1. The second one is first row, second column. So that means 1, 2. Next one is 1, 3. Correct? This one, 2, 1. That means second row, first column. And this one, 2, 2. That means second row, second column. And this one is 2, 3. Clear, everyone? Okay. So now, to get this answer here, you have to look at 1, 1. It means first row into first column. First row into first column to get this answer. To get this 1, 2, what you have to do? You have to look at first row and second column. To get 1, 3, you have to look at first row and third column. Okay. To get 2, 1, you have to look at second row and first column. To get 2, 2, second row with second column. And to get 2, 3, second row with third column. Okay. All right. It's a little confusing, but this is how it is. Okay. All right. So now let's get this first value. So how do we get this first value? What do we have to look at? First row and first column. First row from here and first column from here. Okay. So this is how it will be. 2 into this 2 plus 3 into this 3. That is how you get the first value. So as I said, no, first row from here and first column from here. So how do we calculate this? This 2 into 2 plus this 3 into this 3. Okay. That's to get the first answer here. So what does it tell me? 2 2s are 4. 4 plus 9. What is 4 plus 9? 13. That's your first answer. Okay. All right. Now to get this 1, 2, what do we have to look at? First row and second column. So now tell me what will be that value? Same way. 2 into 4 plus 3 into 0. Correct? Okay. So how much is that? 8. Okay. And to get the last 1, 3, you have to look at first row and third column. So that means 2 into minus 1 plus 3 into 6. So how much is that? 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. Minus 2 plus 18. Minus 2 plus 18 plus 16. Did you understand? Have you got it? Okay. Now, 2, 1. Next position. 2, 1 means second row into the first column. So 1 into 2 plus 4 into 3. How much is that? Tell the answer. Yeah, you got it? 2 plus 12, 14, right? Okay, next, Leah, tell me. So 2, 2 means second row into second column. So that's 1 into 4 plus 4 into 0. How much is that? 4. Next, tell me. Aman.
1 into minus 1
1 into minus 1
plus 4 into 6
plus 4 into 6. Okay, what's the answer, all of you?
minus 4 plus 24 right plus
Minus 1. 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. Minus 1 plus 24. 23.
23.
This is your answer. Okay, this is how you do multiplication. How's it? Easy? I remember when I was in 10th standard, I remember it from that time. Okay, that's the only thing I remember. So when I was in 10th, my teacher told me, "You'll understand it today, but tomorrow you're going to forget it." And it was like that only. Next day, when we all came to school, everybody forgot how to do it. Okay, so you might forget it tomorrow. So practice it when you go home. Okay, so write this down: A B, and write A into B, A B. Done. Now you'll do one by yourself, a small one. See how small it starts. Evaluate if possible. Okay. So what is the order of this first matrix?
2 into 4 into
Oi, ah, you're telling me the answer directly, but yeah, what is the order of this first matrix? 3, 2. It has one row and two columns. That means 1 by 2. And the other matrix, 2, 0, it's 2 by 1. Right. So 2 and 2 are matching. So we can multiply. So you have to first check that. See, they're saying no, if possible. That means some of them are not possible. So before you multiply, you first check if these two numbers are same. If it's not possible, you write there multiplication is not possible. If it's possible, then you multiply and give the answer. Okay. Now your resultant matrix will be of which size? 1 by 1. Correct, no? You remember that? Here when we did, we had to see if this 2 and 2 are matching. And then the resultant matrix, the answer that we get was of the order 2 by 3. See, we got no 2 by 3 matrix. 2 rows, 3 columns. So in this case here, what is the answer going to be? What is the order? 1 by 1. So you just have one single number. Okay? All right. So to get that 1 by 1 matrix, you have to multiply first row with first column. So tell me the answer. I'll write it here. First row into this first column. So 3 into 2 plus 2 into 0. Correct? That's it. One answer. 3 twos are 6. 6 plus 0. This is the answer. Correct, no? Okay. So write that down. And then, yeah, keep solving. Yeah, do all these. 2, 3, and 4. If not possible, give a reason. Your reason should be the row.
impossible.
Fourth one. Okay, let's see which all are possible. Let's write it down here itself. Tell me the second one's order. So what is the order of this matrix?
1 to 1.
2 by 1 or 1 by 2?
1 by
1 by 2. This one?
2 by
2 by 2. So possible?
yes.
Yes. Next. 2 by 2 and
Yes.
2 by 1. Possible?
Yes.
Yes. Next.
2 by 2.
2 by 2 and
1 by
1 by 2. Can we multiply? No. Right. So only this fourth one is not possible. Why? Because the columns of matrix, the column of the first matrix is not matching the rows of the second matrix. That statement you have to give. Okay. All right. So do this 2 and 3. Ryan, you can rejoin the meeting. Sure.
No, yeah.
Just set the order, right? Everything. Order of this. So 1 by your answer should be in a matrix form. Everything should be in matrix form. See, like how we wrote it here. You see the brackets? In that, everything should be. So this is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2. Your answer will be 1 row, 2 columns. 1 into plus 1 into 3. How you got 1 into 3? It's not correct. See, if you miss out some steps, no, you will make mistakes. You do every step. First, you write the order of the question. Right, this one's order. This is a 1 row, 2 columns. So 1 by 2. This is 2 by 2. Okay. Then you will get an idea of what your answer is supposed to be. Your answer will be 1 by 2. That means you'll have 1 row and 2 columns. So you'll get that idea also. So then to find the first row, you do first row into first column. That's 1 into minus 2 plus minus 2 into minus 1. This is your first value. Vinora,
Yeah, no,
you join now only.
yeah, no, I had extra classes. Just now I came.
Okay, okay. If the meeting is recorded, I'll share it. Then you can see the starting. We're doing multiplication of matrices. Did you do this in school?
No.
Okay.
We're not.
You want to listen? I'll just explain quickly.
Okay.
If you're multiplying two matrices, first thing you write their order. Listen, huh? So the first matrix order is 1 row, 2 columns. That means 1 by 2. The second row's matrix is the order is 2 by 2. That means 2 rows and 2 columns. Okay. Now to multiply the two matrices, these two numbers should be the same. That is, from the first matrix, the columns should be equal to the rows from the second matrix. Okay. Then the second set of numbers, that is this 1 by 2, will be the answer. Your answer will be of the order 1 by 2. These red which I circled. Okay, which means your answer will have 1 row and 2 columns. Okay. So your resultant matrix will look something like this. Two answers. 1 by 2. 1 row with 2 columns. Okay. Now the first, to get this value, this one's position is 1. This value's position is first row, first column. And this second value's position is first row, second column. Correct? Which means if you want to get this first value, you have to multiply first row into first column. First row into first column. Okay. How do you do this? 1 into minus 2 plus minus 2 into minus 1. That is the order. Okay, I mean that's how you do it. So first 1 into minus 2. See how I've written here, 1 into minus 2 plus minus 2 into minus 1. So first row with the first column. Okay, do you get it or not? Now to get the next one, to get this next value, you need 1, 2. That means first row into second column. That means first row into the second column. So what will that be? 1 into 3 plus minus 2 into 4. Do you understand? Okay. So coming to the first value, 1 into minus 2, that's minus 2 plus minus 2 into minus 1 is 2. We can write that extra step also. So that's minus 2 plus 2. Correct? Minus 2 plus 2, which is 0. And the next one is 1 into 3, that's 3 plus minus 2 into 4, which is minus 8. So 3 plus minus 8 or 3 minus 8, that is minus 5. This is your answer. 0 and minus 5. Is that what you got here? All of you got this? Aman? Clear now? You got it?
Yeah.
Understood? Okay. Write this down. Those of you who didn't get it. And then do this third one. Third one you got? How much? What is the answer? Like this or like this? Top down. Okay. You did it? Sure. Come here. Where's the matrix? You're supposed to do first row into first column. You did 6, 3, no? Not like this. 6, 4 with the minus 1. And then for the one below that, you have to do 3 minus 1 with 1 minus 1, 3. Okay. Try it out. Then I'll show you. It's always row into column, huh? Not column into column. Yes, if you finish the first question, start the second one. Into minus
Okay.
1. Okay, are you all doing the second one? Just let me explain to you the second one. Second one, first question is A into B. Second is B into A. Do you think you'll get the same answer for A into B and B into A? Normally, numbers, when you multiply A into B and B into A, will you get the same answer? Yes, no?
Yeah.
If you multiply two numbers in any order, like 2 into 3 and 3 into 2, is it the same answer?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6, no, both ways. But when you do for matrix, anyone got the answer? Did you get the same answer? A into B and B into A?
Different.
You'll get different answers. Okay, so that property where you can do A into B or B into A does not work for multiplication of matrices. You get different answers. Okay, so you have to find A into B, that means A into B, and for B into A you have to do B into A. Write it the other way. Then next is A into I. What is I? I is a unit matrix. Unit matrix is also called identity matrix, where the diagonal will be 1. I showed you in the beginning, right? Yes, that is matrix I. Then IB you have to find, then A square. A square means A into A. You multiply A with itself. And B square A means B into B into A. Okay, so there's a lot to do over here. Let's do this. Let's be thorough with this. Let's do the second one. If any doubt is there, please ask and solve this completely. I will explain the last one because there are 3 matrices here. In all the others, you're multiplying how many matrices? 2 matrices. A into B, B into A into I into B, A into A. The last one you're doing B into A. So 3 matrices. Okay. So B into A would be like this, right? So how will you do this? No. Yeah. See, you can either do B into A, means first you will do B into B and that answer into A, or you can do it like this. First you do BA, which you have already done, and then you do B into that BA. Okay? Clear? Okay, start. As you reach there, you will get practice on how to do it. So just do first with AB. Yes.
This and this.
Yes, that's for the first value.
Anna,
Yeah, right.
in the sixth one, do you have to add up the B matrix and after that do B into A?
It's B into A, right?
Yeah.
So you can do B into B, that answer multiplied with A, or you can do
Okay.
like this, B into the answer
Okay.
that you get from BA. So BA you have already solved.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
can
Yeah. I did that.
B, yeah, you
I
can do,
added up the B,
oh, yeah,
both
add
the
it up.
B's, and I'll multiply B
What,
into B and multiply into A, right?
the first, you did the first step.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's no addition here. B into A, B into B first, and that answer multiplied
Yeah.
with A.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, but I think it's easier to do the second one because you can skip one step because you've already done BA, right? So directly you can just do B into that answer that you got in the second one.
Okay.
Okay, those of you who didn't get the AB, listen very carefully. To get, first of all, you have four values: 1, 2, 3, and 4. You figure that out? Now to get this first value, you're multiplying first row with first column. Next, to get this one, first row with second column. Then to get this one here, second row with first column. And to get this last part here, second row with second column. We should be clear with that first. Okay. So now to get the first value here, that is first row with first column. So 0 into 1 plus 2 into 3. This is one number. This whole thing will become one number. So that is 0 into 1, which is 0, plus 6. 0 plus 6, 6. That is your first number. See, you wrote it as separate, no, 0 and 6 0, right? Yeah. It's not two numbers. It was 0 plus 6. 0 plus 6 is 6. That is your first number. Okay. All right. Now, how do you get the next number here? First row with second column. So that means, tell me, 0 into minus 1 plus 2 into 2. So that is how much? 0 into minus 1, 0 plus 4. 0 plus 4, that is 4. Like that, continue. Those of you who finished and are not doing anything, you can do the third one. The ones who are still doing, we won't do the third for now. That will be a homework. We'll do the fourth after that. Yeah. If you have not finished the remaining, you can do that as homework. You've understood how to do it now, right? Okay. We'll do this fourth one. Here you're getting equations now because you see x over there. So it is multiplication with x's and y's in between. So let's see the fourth one. Find x and y if 4, 3x, x and minus 2 is multiplied with 5, 1, and you will get y 8. So they're giving the answer also. They're saying if you multiply these two matrices, you will get this. Okay. All right. So how do we multiply these two matrices? First row into first column. So that is what? 4 into 5, which is 20. See, I'm avoiding a step. Instead of writing 4 into 5, you can do that in the mind, right? So 4 into 5 is 20 plus 3x into 1, which is 3x. So that is equal to what? Y. That is your first equation. You understood? So that whole, like you're writing it as an equation. Okay. And the next one? This second row into first column will give you 8. So that means 5x minus 2 is equal to 8. So you got two equations. Now the first equation has both x and y. Second equation has only x. So you'll solve which one first? Solve the second equation, you will get x. Then put the x value in the first equation and you'll find y. Here? You have two equations. In the first equation, you have the first equation. This is second equation. In the first equation, you have two missing values, x and y. So you can't solve an equation with two missing values, no? But in the second equation, there's only one missing value, which is x. So linear equation, solve second equation, you'll find x. Then put that x value in first equation. Then the only missing value will be y. You can find y. Okay, do it. Okay, now the second part, do that as homework, same like this. Okay, so first row into first column will give you 2. First row into second column will give you this 2. Then second row into first column will give you minus 3. Then second row into second column will give you minus 2. Okay, so 4 answers, 4 equations. From those 4 equations, you will need only 2 equations, right? First equation is what? First row into first column. So in that, there's only x term. In the second equation, you'll get first row into second column. In that, you'll have x and y. Actually, that's enough. From the first equation, you'll find x. And then substitute that x in the second equation, you'll get y. That much is enough. You don't have to solve everything. Because if you solve next, what you'll have? First row and second row into first column. In that, there's only numbers. So we don't need that equation. And after that, second row into second column. In that, you'll have y. You can use that equation to find y. Are you understanding me? Like you'll get 4 different equations. From those 4, you choose which one you need to find x and y. You don't need all the 4. Got it, everyone? All right, time is up. Just do fifth one also as your homework and we will end with this, okay? Fifth one is AB into C or A into BC. See if you're getting the same answer in both. Do you understand? Minora and Rani, hope you understand because the meeting is over. You do the fifth one as homework, okay? I'll send this on the group.
Okay, no.
All right?